Hi, Sagittarius. This is Eileen with your February 2019 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of February with the Six of Swords card. And the Six of Swords is talking about moving on from a difficult situation. So for some of you, this could be relationship matters. For others, it could be some difficult living arrangement you were in, possibly a job where it was just really stressful. And I'm getting people around you just giving you a lot of stress, difficult people or some kind of, I don't know, just difficult personalities that some of you have been around. Now, this is a general reading. So some of these cards will resonate with some of you, while other cards might resonate with others. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on that person's circumstances. And I am tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. And so I am getting a lot of relationship issues, but I feel like for some of you, this is even just at work, just difficult people at work. And so it's just been going on for a long time or a good while. It's been so uncomfortable. So a number of you are in the process in February of moving on from that difficult, stressful, heavy energy. For some of you, it's almost like you're moving away from one stressful thing and you're feeling like you still got more stressful situations to deal with, but it's like you're making your way through it. That's what I'm getting. So for some of you, you move on and start a new way of life in February, whether it's like a romantic relationship or a business situation, maybe a living arrangement, someplace where you were living that was just really difficult, or working, and things are better. But at the same time, this is not your ultimate destination. Almost like this is a stopping off place, and you're going to continue on your path because you've got better things in mind for yourself that maybe they are just not available to fully open up for you right now, but you're making progress. That's what I'm getting for a number of you. And for some of you, this may not apply at all because, like I said, this is a general reading. But I am getting for a number of you Sagittarians just some people you've been around that have caused you so much grief and stress. It's the feeling I get is that they're miserable people anyway, and they like to complain and criticize, and it's like nothing's ever good enough for them. Maybe even some like little cliques. Some people may have been in a work situation. Some of you might still be in this situation. I don't feel like it's totally over for everybody. I feel like some of you are in the situation. It might be people at work. It could even be some relatives or maybe people in your social network, possibly neighbors, people you've lived with. And for some, though, it's not totally over. You're in the process of getting away from it and moving on. But you're not letting anything stop you. And I do feel you have protection around you. You have clarity. You have a sense of calm and peace inside of yourself. You know that's not who you are. You're not like those people. You're not going to stay around and be around them. You need to go to smoother, calmer waters. And that's what you're doing. So little by little, you're making your way through. That's what I'm getting for a number of you. And this next card, the Eight of Cups, this really can even tie in with the Six of Swords for some of you, because the cups typically do relate to feelings, emotions, love, and that sort of thing. So for a number of you Sagittarians, this might represent a relationship that at one time was a lot of fun, it was enjoyable, it was exciting, whatever. It was, you felt like you were getting a lot out of it. But it's kind of like it ran its course and you've outgrown it now and you're ready to move on. It's like after a while, that person wasn't looking so shiny and sparkly to you. It's kind of, they lost their luster. And for some of you, this could be a work situation where you've been in a job that at one time was going well, the money was good, you enjoyed your coworkers, and after a while, you just started feeling like you've outgrown it. You're ready for something better. Maybe you feel like they're not paying you enough for all the work you do, your skills, your knowledge, and that you're ready to move on. Yeah, it was enjoyable at one time, but now you've outgrown it. So for a number of you, you're moving on in February. You're just looking out over the horizon, whether it's for a job, just to start over again in a personal relationship. And you're calm and confident. I don't get fear here. It's like you know something is winding down or has already ended for you, and you're moving on. And you're just looking out over the horizon, deciding which path to take now. What's going to be your best move, your best option. For some of you, this might even have to do with a living, again, someplace you've been living. But I do get for a number of you, it's got to do with either work or personal relationships. And then the next card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is a nice card because this is showing that you've been planting your seeds and cultivating them. Some of you might have built up a little savings, or, maybe you might be self-employed and you're working at your business, and little by little you're building it up. But you're not where you want to be yet, but you're making progress. And for a number of you, it might be at a company where you work, that you're making progress in your position, that you're being recognized, but you still want to move on higher. You want to do better. So this is good. This is showing you're on the right path for a lot of Sagittarians, that you're on the right path for your success, for long-term stability, and for your overall happiness, because you want to feel secure and feel like you're doing well and have a good life for yourself. I'm just noticing this little squirrel sitting on top of the one pentacle up there in the tree. Anyway, so that's a nice card. Okay, next card we have is the Queen of Pentacles, again, relating to your money, your income, your business. So for a number of you Sagittarians in the month of February, you might feel like you're in the position of the Queen of Pentacles. Like you've been working hard, you've been making good money, you live in a comfortable environment, a comfortable home, you feel good, you feel prosperous, you feel grateful for all the good you have in your life. You're making good decisions about business, about your future, your life. Some of you might even be in some position of management, or you might be self-employed and doing well. And I just get a nice sense overall, you even are somewhat generous with what you have, whether it's your knowledge or money or whatever, that you can be generous with other people who are around you, whether this be at work or in your personal life at home. Now, for some of you, this Queen of Pentacles represents a person that could be in your life in February. This could be a manager or an owner of a business where you work. I do feel like if this is a person around you, that you can benefit from this person. Okay, it's like they are doing well for themselves. They might be in a position of authority like a manager or a business owner or something. And if you work for them in some capacity, I feel like they tend to pay attention to what kind of quality of work people do and all that. And I feel like overall they're favorable towards you. I don't get any kind of negative energy from this person if it's someone around you. This could also represent, for some of you Sagittarians, someone in a position of authority that can make a decision in your favor or not in February. It could be you're applying for a car loan or a mortgage or something, and this person might be instrumental in making sure that your loan goes through. It could be for some of you, you're applying for a job, and this is the person who's looking at your qualifications and saying, you look like a good match. You look like a good candidate for the position. Because overall, I feel good energy where this is beneficial to whoever has this person in their life in February. Okay, the next card we have is the Queen of Cups. And again, the cups do represent feelings, emotions, love. Now, I feel like for a number of you Sagittarians, you might actually be having this emotions and feelings of the Queen of Cups in February. Some of you might just be feeling a little more sensitive, a little more emotional than usual. Some of you might have water in your chart anyway, because you're a fire sign, Sagittarius, but you might have a certain amount of water in your chart that kind of tends to have you get kind of, more sensitive feeling and, I don't know, introspective, quiet, introspective, sensitive. And so some of you could be embracing the emotions of the Queen of Cups in February. I feel like somebody's pregnant in February too. Someone this might be one person I'm tuning in for, that it's like you're doing well. You live in a comfortable home, you have a comfortable way of life, and you're pregnant and feeling just content about your pregnancy in February. Also, I do feel that for some of you, you are in a comfortable situation in your life. You know, you've worked hard, you've gotten a nice home for yourself, you live a nice life. You know, I'm not saying you're rich necessarily, but you're comfortable. You live a comfortable way of life, and you're appreciative for all the good that you have. But I feel like for some of you, you really do, you're longing for the right person to come into your life. You don't have the right mate yet, but you have everything else going for you. So this might just be one or a few people I'm tuning in for. But I feel like you are generating the right kind of energy from who you are, from your spirit, that you're attracting the right mate. It's just been a matter of timing, because I do feel like for some of you, you're going to be meeting that right person. And I feel like I believe in reincarnation. I feel like it's someone from a previous lifetime who's coming back into your life in this lifetime. Some of you might even have your loved one that you're already together with in a committed relationship, and they're out of town for a while and they're returning back to you in February or soon after. I just get some, individual, I'm getting different scenarios for different people. Like I said, this is a general reading, so this won't apply to everybody. Next card we have is the Five of Cups. And again, the cups representing emotions and feelings and love. So for some of you Sagittarians in February, you might feel real sensitive. Some of you might feel a little heartbroken. Somebody might really hurt your feelings really bad. You know, as much as this could be like a relationship, like a romantic relationship for some Sagittarians, I feel for at least someone I'm tuning in for, it's about some kind of friendships or maybe relatives, people you've been close to that truly hurt your feelings. Just really hurt your feelings and made you just feel like you're not valuable, like they don't value you, they don't appreciate you, or they don't love you or care enough about you, or something like that. Some of you might even be kind of sensitive in February, where you even feel that way from people at work or, whoever you associate with. I'm just getting a lot of super sensitive feelings here. It's almost like that full moon energy. I know for me, when it's a full moon, if there's something I get upset about and it happens to be on a full moon, it's like it magnifies it 10 times or something. I don't know when the full moon is in February, but it reminds me of the full moon energy, that it feels like it's, I guess what I want to say is it's probably not as bad as you think it is at the moment. I'll put it that way. Okay, it may not be as bad as you think. For those of you who have that Five of Cups energy around you in February, it may not be as bad as it seems at the moment. It might be something by the next day, the next morning you wake up and it's like, oh, I feel better now. And I mean, in Sagittarius, you're a fire sign. I'm Aries. I'm a fire sign. The fire signs don't typically, if you get upset about something one day, usually the next morning you wake up, it's a new day. It's like, oh, that was yesterday. Yesterday was a bad day. Today's a new day. And then the next card we have is the Judgment card. And this is a major arcana destiny card. And the Judgment card, and I love this card. It's really beautiful, the image and everything in it. The Judgment card is talking about karma, about what you put out, you get back. And so for a lot of you Sagittarians, if you've had difficult times, even though you've been doing the best you can, you've tried to treat people well, you've been honest, you've been trying to live a good life and do things the right way. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes, but overall, you've really tried to just be a good quality person, live a good quality life. And so many times you've been hurt by people, by some kind of situation, maybe financially or just inconsiderate people. I mean, it seems like there's an awful lot of those out there who just don't care how they make you feel or how they speak to you or treat you. A lot of you Sagittarians are going to be having judgment. It's like things are going to be made right for you. So if you've been in some kind of an unfair situation, either at your work or in some personal relationship, maybe in some living arrangement you've had, the Judgment card is saying, hey, things are going to be balanced out for you now. You've put up with enough. You've been the underdog. You were trying to be a good person and trying to do the right things, but somehow you kept being made to feel like you were the bad guy or something. You're going to have things go more in your favor now. It's time for things to be made right and to be made fair for you. So this is a good card. Okay, next card we have is the Three of Cups. And Three of Cups, again, got a number of cups in here, emotions and feelings and love. So a number of you Sagittarians in February will be celebrating. You might just be celebrating your life, that you're enjoying your life, you're doing well. You might want to just get together with friends or relatives and just have some fun and enjoy yourselves. Some of you might be celebrating that you're engaged or there's a marriage, or whether it's yours or a close friend or whatever, and just having some celebration in February and having some fun. Maybe some of you are going to take a long weekend and have a little mini vacation or something. So overall, it's a nice uplifting energy, and it's really good to celebrate your life, whether or not you've got any big news. You might not be getting married in February, getting engaged or whatever, or having a baby or whatever necessarily, but you might just be able to just look at your life, look at where you've gotten yourself to, what you've worked for and earned, and whatever kind of life, however you've improved your life, your plans for your future and your goals, and celebrate your life. Just be happy and grateful and celebrate all the good that you have. So you don't need any big news to celebrate. However, some of you may have that kind of news that you're celebrating, but it's overall light, nice, happy energy. And we all need to infuse that in our lives on an ongoing basis, because otherwise sometimes things just get too heavy. So this is really nice here. Okay, and let's see. And I do feel what I'm getting, also the energy I'm getting is that someone, I don't know if this is one or a few of you Sagittarians, you're going to have some new relationship and new romance going on in your life, and you're going to be extra happy and celebratory just because you're having so much fun with some new relationship. That might be a few people I feel like I'm tuning in for with that one. Okay, next, another Cups, Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is talking about news, again, good news in the romantic area, or maybe someone's professing their love for you. Some of you might actually get proposed to in February or get married in February. I mean, Valentine's Day is in February after all, but I don't want to build up anybody's hopes for Valentine's Day. I tend to think it's over commercialized and too much heaviness is placed on it myself, but for a number of you Sagittarians, you might have someone expressing their feelings for you. And it's not necessarily they're madly in love with you. It might be someone you've just recently met, that you're just getting to know, or you're just starting to date, but they're expressing their enthusiasm for you, their attraction, and complimenting you about your looks or about your intelligence and your personality or whatever. So you might have someone who's just enthusiastically starting to get acquainted with you and wants to go out with you, or maybe you're just starting to date them. For others of you, it might be someone that you've been dating or been involved with, and they're professing their love for you, that they know they love you and they admire you, and they just have this really good image of you and want to continue in the relationship. So I do get a nice feeling from this card and this energy here. Some of you might meet this Knight of Cups as a person by the end of February. And again, I do get a nice energy from them. I don't feel like they're overly aggressive or pushy. It just feels like they're kind of lighthearted. They are not as aggressive as a fire sign, like a Sagittarius, but they have a nice, easygoing, calm personality. They like to smile and joke around a little bit and flirt or tease you or something like that. Just nice, pleasant personality, nice person. Yeah, but it's fun. They want to have fun. That's what I'm getting from this person. They want to have fun and have somebody they can enjoy, just have some good, enjoyable times with. So for some of you, you might be meeting somebody in February also like that. And then the last card we have is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is, again, more cups. How many cups do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10 cards are cups. So I'd say Sagittarians are going to be having a lot of emotions and feeling things and being introspective and maybe smiling a bit and being a little happy about your life. Like I said, you don't have to be getting married or getting engaged or in love to celebrate your life and be happy with who you are and what you have and what your accomplishments are and what your goals in life are. It's good to have it all together for yourself. And then if you meet someone who compliments you that way and they have it together, that's the more ideal scenario. So, Ten of Cups. Again, this is about happiness in your home life. And for some of you, yes, you will have that special person by the end of February. Maybe you will be getting engaged or married or just having someone there with you that you're dating who's letting you know that they don't want anybody else. They just want to be with you. You're the one they like. You're the one they're attracted to. You're the one they appreciate, that they enjoy talking to and being around. They're happy just to sit and have a bowl of popcorn and a movie with you, or just sit and do nothing. You could sit out on the back porch and just be looking out into nature on the back porch, if you have a back porch, and doing nothing and just being quiet and peaceful. It's like this person wants to be with you just because your energies resonate with one another. You're very compatible with one another. So for some of you, you're going to have this. And whether it's by the end of February or coming sometime thereafter, it's like it's there. I just feel that very strong for a number of you. It's there. So for others of you, you might just be celebrating your life and all the good that you have. You're decorating your home the way you want it. So you're pleased and you smile at your surroundings when you come home. You're feeling confident and secure inside of yourself with who you are and the person you've grown to be. That you're no longer someone who was easily intimidated or fearful about something or overly stressed out. And maybe you still have those days too, but overall, you're a calm, confident person. It's like that's who you've been building up to be. Or for others of you, that's the path you're on. That's where you're going. And you feel good about yourself and your life and what you're creating for yourself. And even though you know you want that right partner, it's like, well, when they arrive, fine, I'm ready, but they better be ready too, because I have it together and I want somebody who also has it together. I'm not settling for less. I want quality. I'm a quality person living a quality life, so I want another person with the same quality. And so, really good card to end on. Very good energy here for you Sagittarians. It's here. So I always recommend that if you're feeling like, oh, my life's completely different look at this, how we started Six of Swords. A number of people are trying to make their way through the murky waters of some really stressful relationship, home life, work life, whatever, that has not been peaceful and happy and made you feel confident and good inside. So for a number of you, you're going through this, but you're determined. You're going to have this. You may not have it right now, but you're going to. That's where you're headed. Even though right now, for some of you, it's hard to believe that you're going to be here. But the energy is here. That you have you're a fire sign. You have that fire spirit inside of you. You have it inside of you to have whatever you want in your life. And the fire signs are never afraid of hard work. None of us are afraid to work for what we get and to keep going and keep going. That's just the fire sign energy. You don't give up. You keep going, keep working towards your goals. Yeah, you get the rug pulled out from under you. You get people in situations jumping out in your path, trying to make you unhappy and distract you and make you feel like you can't do it. But you keep going. You don't give up. You get up maybe one day's a bad day. The next day, hey, it's a new day, And so I'm going to stay on my path. I'm getting back on my path. And so I think that's a really nice ending. It's showing there's a lot of good energy out there circulating for Sagittarians. Put it to your best use. Learn about the laws of attraction so you can attract all the good that you're supposed to be getting in your life. And you don't, and things don't necessarily happen overnight. It might take weeks, it might take months, it might take years to get really where you want to go in your life, but you always keep working towards it. You make that progress, you get encouraged by the progress, and you keep going, and Anyway, okay, so this deck, this is the Gilded Tarot I've been using by Ciro Marchetti. And now what I'm going to do is pick one card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. Okay, and if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel so you'll get notifications when I post new videos. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. And be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so what's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? Oh, I just remembered something I wanted to pass along to you. When I was shuffling the deck to lay these 10 cards out, I very clearly saw this really strong, it's like the sun was shining, kind of like a sunlight shining across the year for Sagittarius. That your year, it's almost like the sun is shining across your year, lighting the way for you, and that you're going to be on a path. You're going to be on a path to really improve your lives, improve your circumstances. I meant to pass that along, and I forgot about it until now. I'm just now remembering. But it was just something very clear, because when I'm shuffling, I'm asking for guidance. I'm a big believer in God and guardian angels, and I'm asking God and my guardian angels and the heavenly beings, for the right cards and messages for that sign. So it was for Sagittarius, and I just had this clear image as I was shuffling the cards that it's going to be a strong year for Sagittarius. Strength. That's how I describe strength, confidence, the light shining on you to just go forward with your plans, with your goals. Just keep staying focused. And everybody gets distracted and thrown off their path here and there. You just get back on it because there's a good path being lit for Sagittarius. That's what I got. So hopefully that little tidbit helps. Okay, so what's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? Sagittarius. What's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? Okay, I'm going to fan these out, and we'll pick one card. Okay. Okay, this one says contemplation time. See the pretty mermaid with the beautiful red bird. Isn't that gorgeous? I love all the tropical. Looks tropical. Gorgeous. Spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. Oh, I think this is a great message that ties in. This is fantabulous. Contemplation time. Such a pretty image there. Okay, I see plants I'm familiar with in here too. I got a lot of tropical plants of my own. Okay, spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. And the more you're focusing on what you truly desire, not what someone tells you you should want or what's best, what you really want from your heart and soul. And the more you're picturing it and thinking about it and planning for it, the more you're helping the universe to open the doors to bring about your dreams so they can come true. Okay. Now, I'm going to pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, what's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? Sagittarius, what's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? What's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? Sagittarius. What's the message? Okay, I'm going to give it one more shuffle. Then I'll fan these out. What's the message for Sagittarius? Wait, I'm going to give it another shuffle. For February 2019, Sagittarius. What's the... Well, this one's jumping out of the deck, so I think you're supposed to get this one, Sagittarians. Let's see. This one's just pushing its way. It pushed its way right out of the deck. So I think this is supposed to be your message for the month. Okay, this one says, shift your energy. And I'm going to read this in the booklet, number 19. Okay, let's look at this beautiful imagery. I just love these images and these cards. Just gorgeous. I don't know if you can, that might be too bright. This, I don't know if this is too shadowy. To me, it looks a little more clear in the darker light. I'm not sure. So much gorgeous detail. Okay, look, she's blowing the wind. This is like a nature, the wind, the nature of wind. Oh, look at all the little animals. Can you see all the animals in the imagery? Just gorgeous. I mean, the more you look, the more you see. And let me look this up in the booklet here. Shift your energy, number 19. Let me look this one up. Okay, 19. Here it is. Okay, shift your energy. Clear your energy, the energy of those around you and the energy of your environment. Winds of change are blowing into your awareness. In order to prepare for what is ahead, begin a process of renewal. This process might include clearing away the old that no longer has a purpose in your life. It might also mean changing old habits and patterns that you are ready to release. An example might be actively avoiding overly sugary foods if you are trying to eliminate excessive sugar from your diet. View this as a time of shedding that can be achieved with ease and grace. This is good advice, because this is good even about, to me, the way I'm interpreting this especially is making changes in your life so you can get your life the way you want them to be, the way you want your life to be. So, you know, clearing the clutter of your life, whether that has to do with people that are negative and want to drag you down or tell you can't do things or you're not good enough or whatever, or maybe some hostile work environment or whatever it might be. You know, just try to start letting go of what's not working in your life and make way for something new and improved so you can streamline your way through the year and get your life the way you want it. And it's the beginning of the year, too. It's a good time to be doing those things, clearing. Or if it is old habits of thinking, or it could be food related or drinking related or whatever, too, depending on the individual. Anyway, I mean, improvements are improvements. Anything counts. If you're making improvements, it all helps. Okay, and then last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so what's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? Sagittarius, what's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? Archangel Oracle cards. What's the message for Sagittarius for February 2019? Okay, let's see. One more shuffle for Sagittarius for February 2019. What's the message for Sagittarius? Okay, let me fan these out. Oh, this sounds nice. Beautiful imagery. Look at the colors. The angel with the big angel wings and the beautiful gold in the sky in the background. It's gorgeous. Hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Beautiful, beautiful message, beautiful card. I love this. Hello from heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. What a great card to end your reading on. That's like the icing on the cake there. And you know what? How I interpret that card, it's not just your human loved ones, okay, that have passed on. It's those, of course, but it's also your furry or not so furry family members and loved ones. Some of you might have puppy dogs or kitty cats or a bunny or who knows what that's in heaven now that's no longer with you, and you miss them and think about them, but they're with you. They're watching over you, and I feel like they're waiting for you. That's what I'm getting an image of a little puppy dog. I don't know. I'm seeing a puppy dog in my mind. It's kind of a small. It's not a big dog, and maybe someone who had kind of a smallish kind of puppy dog just passed over not too long ago, or maybe it has been a while. Maybe it was a year ago or something. I'm not sure, but this dog is still right with you. I'm getting this dog just came forward. Okay, they want to be known. They want me to see them, and a sweet temperament, real sweet temperament. I'm getting tears in my eyes. Whoever this is for, somebody's woofie is wanting to be seen. I know that's not one of ours. We've had all large breed, northern breed dogs like the sled dogs and all. So we have the big dogs in heaven from over the years. But it's some sweet temperament, smaller sized dog that's looking at me. I want to say light colored fur. That's the image I'm getting, like white or cream or light colored. I'm not positive about that, but sweet temperament and wanting my attention. They're right in front of me, wanting me to know they're there for you, whoever this is for. That sounds specific for one person, that your puppy dog's right there and they love you and they're happy and doing fine. You know, they want you to know that they love you and they're there with you still. And they're in heaven. They're watching you from heaven, and I feel like they're with you also. It's kind of like they're back and forth, which I think the dogs do anyway, the animals, you know. So anyway, cats, you know, and I don't want to sound like I'm discriminating. Horses, I'm an animal lover, period. So anyway, okay, Sagittarius, well, I hope you enjoyed your reading for February. And be sure and check for your rising and moon signs. Quite a few of them are there now. I still have 4 more to do. So there's 4 that are missing at the moment, and I'm working on those. So feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And be sure and subscribe to my channel if you want to get notifications when I post new videos. And if you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. Have a great February. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy New Year. Let's just all make 2019 a great jumping off place to go into 20 for 20 to be even a better year. Okay? That's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing you kind of running down a little runway to make a big start, kind of like your it's almost like a runway, a jumping off place to 2020. So I don't care what's going on in the economy or whatever else in 20. I've got the light is shining on 20 for me. I see light on 2020. So, but 19's like a year to build up your momentum and go. You know, get things in order, get things streamlined, get moving forward. Anyway, okay, Sagittarians, thank you and have a great February and Happy New Year.